Hello! Where is everyone else?
What, you mean us?
Yes, hello.
Dude.
Okay. I need you guys to just check audio levels real quick. Just go on the YouTube, see
I just confused myself.
Yeah, let's see the audio.
Why ain't you got your why you? I'm confused, dude. You and Grant don't have your planet name.
Oh yeah, we didn't ever have our planet names. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys up to 200% because I feel like I'm pretty loud.
Audio seems good.
Oh god, that's ear rape. Actually, I'm turning you down, Joe. Okay, there you go. You're 130%. Okay, goody. So unfortunately, Grant can't be here with us today. Something came up. It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll be answering questions at the end of this stream, so I'm gonna get you guys to just ask questions. I'll add a little chat box in the middle of the page if I can find it. Please tell me that's still a thing.
I know it is on Twitch.
Wait, what are we looking at? What are we looking for?
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just
read
the chat. I'll just read the chat on my phone.
Yeah, I can read it. I've got it up.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, there we go. We got all that sorted.
Oh crap! I just hit it.
so we got you just hit what?
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll put the pop out chat so we can see it properly.
Lovely. So, what is this podcast about, and who are we? Well, this podcast is our first official podcast as Precipice. As you can see at the top, we've got a lovely Precipice podcast logo. We got all the people here except Grant. I mean, we didn't really have time to change because it was pretty sudden. It was like a few minutes ago that you had to not be here. And we are the Discord staff for the company. And this stream's going to be about just everything to do with us. So we can clear up loads of information about the Discord server, artwork, our games that we're doing. We are a game company. We are a professional level game company. We're not really. We're indie. We're very indie. We're just starting out. So we're also going to ask you for help as well. And I think that pretty much covers who we are and what this podcast is about.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sounds pretty lit, dude.
So we got Joe in the bottom right.
Hello there.
And that's Joe. And we got Harry as well.
Hey.
And that's Harry. Grant, like I said, can't be here. And then there's me in the top left.
Unfortunately, Grant couldn't be with us today.
Now, it'd be nice if we could get more staff in next time if we do decide to do an episode 2.
Yeah.
I felt it'd be
the rest of the group.
Yes.
The rest of the team.
Hell yes. Anyways, I felt it would be a good idea to talk about our story. So, our story's not really too long because we haven't been around for too long. It sort of started in college from just coming up with some random idea for a webcomic. That was going to be called Adolescent Battle Squad. Do you remember that name, everyone?
ABS.
Yeah, ABS. The original OG game. It was going to be a webcomic originally, but it didn't really make sense because we were doing game design in college. Well, I was. These two weren't. But
yeah,
Grant's also with me on that college course. We'll be doing another 2 years of it. It's sort of like uni level now. But we decided that since we were in a game course, it was a bad idea to be doing a webcomic. We lost a few people along the way, and now we've gained a really, really nice team, I'd say. It's just unfortunate that everyone we had couldn't sort of be part of the team now. But we have a fantastic artist, we have a really, really good music composer, and of course we have myself doing the story. The music is fantastic. If I can, I will play some during this stream. Or there is a piece on the YouTube if you want to check that out after the stream. And yeah, it's just these 4 people now that we've gone down to. Well, actually we've moved up to. We had like 3 before. But it wasn't... I felt it wasn't professional enough back then. But we've really moved up. We've got our own Discord server, we've got a website, we've got business emails, all sorts. I'll leave links to those in the description as well after the stream. After we decided to make a game, I sort of started doing it all on my own, which was a horrible idea. It was very, very bad, so this is what sort of got me to sort of like advertise around like, yeah, I can't do art. I really need an artist. So I actually found our artist Erin on a Kingdom Hearts fan site because God, I love Kingdom Hearts. It's fantastic. It's my favorite game.
I think
series.
it's fair to say Square Enix is probably a big inspiration to
Definitely. I feel like our games are going to take quite a bit of inspiration from Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. Definitely in the way of character design as well. Because myself and the artist are quite big fans of Kingdom Hearts. But we'll also be doing other non-JRPG stuff as well, which I'll talk about later in the stream.
Hey,
indeed.
Hey, indeed.
That pretty much covers the story. We also got the music guy as well. He's called Zach. He is fantastic. He's actually also a game developer, so we might actually ask for his help sometime in the future.
The music is very well done.
It is very well done.
I'm pretty sure it's safe to say everyone is very happy with what he's achieved.
Oh, definitely. It's a bit hectic for him at the moment, so music production has slowed down a tiny bit, but after he gets all his work out of the way, production will continue as normal, so we're on track for like our development. We're not behind on schedule or anything. But yet, I can't give you a release date, and I'm sorry for that. I'd like to ask you guys to ask us questions in the live chat if you're there. If not, that's fine. We have so many questions from our Discord members. We'll also be asking each other questions, anything we want to clear up. Alright. Time for 10 things the audience doesn't know about us. This is going to be a hard one because we're going to wing this completely.
So do you mean about is it a personal thing? Just
or is it like about the company?
It's about the company.
I say something that probably doesn't seem very apparent to begin with is we're very hands-on with the community. So everyone who's interested and shows interest, everyone's quite happy. Part of the team are quite happy to talk to them about everything. And generally, we have quite a nice community where everyone talks and everyone gets on, and there's no kind of neglect, so to speak. Everyone tries their best to answer every question they can, which is good. Which is
also why we're doing this live stream.
Which is why you should join the Discord in the description.
Definitely join the Discord. It's also on the stream. There is a link visible.
I'm the guy who makes all of it on here, so you should definitely do it.
Yeah, he'd be very happy.
Another thing you guys probably don't know about us. I know I said it, but we're a game company. We're just starting out, basically. We're an indie company. We're not big time yet, but we've your help and your support, I think we could be quite successful. We have had a lot of positive feedback for like snippets of our first game, as well as us talking about our other projects that we're doing in the future, and we've had just so much good feedback. And I really, really think we can flourish. I like using that word. It's pretty nice.
I think there's a lot of potential. You know,
there's definitely a lot of potential.
The story is really in depth for any of those people who are really into story-rich games. Anyone who's into the RPG style there's a lot of stuff there for everyone, which is quite good.
Just for context, I spent 2 years writing the story for this game, and I'm still writing it technically.
It's a very interesting story, and I was hooked.
There's gods, there's mythical creatures, there's magic. There's
very
humans.
Yeah,
it's pretty in depth. It's very sci-fi, very fantasy, and definitely I think lives up to the standards of classic RPGs.
I would agree.
Harry, you got anything you think we can say that the audience doesn't know about us?
I don't know. I mean, we can say that we are very hardworking as well, and we
definitely.
we have backup as this because we have actually 5 donators in the Discord currently. So like they really support our work, and that also gives us gives a sign that we are very hardworking and we do try hard in what we do to try and make the Discord, the game as best as we can. And that's basically it.
And the donations really do help with, definitely at the moment, because we're trying to afford music as well as an actual office for us to make games in. Because at the moment, I'm making the game. I'm doing it all in the engine from my house. And Grant is also will be building games from his house unless we get the office. The office plans are coming along nicely. It's just going to be a renovated garage.
Hey, it's Game Dev Tycoon.
Yeah, basically.
You start in the garage and we go on up.
It's the best place for any game developer to start out. Definitely.
I think the office is quite important because it means
we can all like not talk over
everyone's.
Here.
Everyone's quite split up. We've also got our time. You know, we don't have anything busy because I think it's fair to say everyone's pretty busy with their own personal lives. But when you have a dedicated place to it, it kind of that personal life comes out of the question, and it becomes just easier for everyone.
Honestly, I don't think we're going to get through 10 things the audience doesn't know about us, because we'll be answering a lot of questions later on as well.
Well, with the questions, people will probably find out more than 10 things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also things with the oh wait, no, never mind.
No,
I'll do it because a couple of topics later. We got it.
Yeah. I was going to talk about college, but I did talk about that when I was talking about our sort of backstory.
I changed my A levels. I'm going to be studying Python all over again.
It's a good skill to have.
It is a good skill to have. Whenever you get good, I'll definitely be having you on the team for sure. I mean, you're already on the team as Discord.
Then just a model.
You'll be more than just a Discord staff. You'll be a developer.
Hey, I am a part of the dev team already. Thank you very much.
My dog is barking.
Go pull it down.
Nah, just mute.
Start GoFundMe to put it to sleep.
No.
You can mute if you like. I'll yabble on a bit if you want.
I also want to just prompt for questions again. We're going to do that every couple of topics.
Yeah.
My dog has stopped barking. Thank God.
You work quick.
Whew. That's taken care of, right, guys?
You're a dark person.
See this? This is why we need Joe's guitar roundabout thing.
To be continued.
The dog starts fucking.
Honestly, that's
we were gonna have some memes. It was gonna be great.
I put a lot of time into music and stuff, and my goal is because I want to get a few loop pedals and stuff, and my goal is I'll be able to write entire pieces myself. So that means music for whatever you want. You know,
you could work closely with the composer.
Yeah, I could
give him some samples.
I could show him kind of what style, you know, because
what's shaking bacon.
Does quite a lot with he works quite a lot with the not synthetic. What's the word?
I'm not sure.
I can't think of the word. It's not actual like physical music, if you know what I mean. It's done quite electronically with all the sounds. Yeah, digitally. And I can do a lot of kind of live sounding music. So
we can make more realistic sounding stuff in the future.
Yeah, which is always good.
I mean, not to say that digital sounds bad. It sounds amazing. Oh no, I love it at the moment.
I think it's amazing. Yeah, I think it helps us. Especially because
for bigger games in the future, we'll definitely need some more live sounds.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's such a good thing to have because you can get so many sounds that you can't get otherwise. So but yeah, it'd be nice to work with some of the music. You know, it's just small things, and do my own, and of course whether that ties into the current game or one of the games after is, you know, up to how it's accepted, you know, if it's the right kind of music, if I've composed it right.
At the moment, for consistency, I'd say we'll stick to digital. But
yeah, definitely for the current one because it's very.
You never know. We might do a remake. I really want to do a remake. 3D models and huge environments. Be fantastic at some point in our lives.
Like a kind of like a Black Desert Online looking game.
That's crap though.
No.
Black
I do like the Black Desert Online sort of look and feel, but I feel like
the combat is phenomenal.
It's a pay to win.
The combat is phenomenal, and it is a pay to win, and you still have to pay monthly as well.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online definitely has the upper hand in the MMO industry.
Well, I mean, for the style of game that would be made, Elder Scrolls Online would be the closest comparison, I'd say, because it's not like a typical MMO like Warcraft or Warcraft. Let's be honest, that's the biggest name.
That is the biggest name in MMOs.
Yeah, as a personal fan, because it's story rich is why I enjoy it, and that's kind of where I show a lot of interest is in story. So I think, you know, to have those kind of names as your competitor is
that would be one heck of a goal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you do make the remake, if you get to that and you have that sort of style where it's a
I'm not sure it'd be an MMO, but it would
no, not like an MMO.
Huge
like
RPG.
Like an open world sandbox game.
Like Skyrim.
Yes.
Skyrim is fantastic. I don't know anyone who actually hates that game.
Yeah, I think even if people aren't that fond of it, because I know there's quite a few people who prefer Oblivion.
Oh yeah,
I'm one of them.
Great.
I loved Oblivion to pieces, but I think Skyrim had a lot that Oblivion didn't. I just didn't think the story was as good in Skyrim.
No, it was pretty linear.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Elder Scrolls is a good place.
I actually had a dream about Skyrim once, when the release date came out. I mean, when the release, there was a day before the release. I had a dream,
The 10th.
and it was in like in space, and there was like swords, dragons, and dinosaurs and shit flying all around space. It was pretty good.
So not Skyrim.
Nah, it was Skyrim.
In
That
It was-
does
space
not
with
sound like
dinosaurs.
Skyrim.
No, I mean, no, I was young then. When did it came out? When
It came out the
The
11th
11th,
of the 11th,
2011,
2011 at 11 past 11.
Yeah. So, like, me being 12 years old.
That would be amazing if you were 11.
Wait,
Yeah. 11th
No.
of the 11th. That means it came
No.
out in November.
I would have been 12 a month earlier, and I would have been 11.
Ah, that's
I was 11. I think.
But, like,
I was probably like 20.
that was honestly. Shut up, Joe. Like, besides from Fallout 3, that was like what really got me into like gaming and stuff.
It's a really immersive experience. And going back to like our game that we're doing, I want to make sure that our first game is also an immersive experience. I want it to be story-driven completely.
Yes.
With
I think
awesome
that's-
gameplay. It's not going to have amazing visuals.
Even if the story's
apart
just
from
great.
the artwork. The artwork's
A game with a good story can, like, the game's got good story. People tend to neglect the fact that the graphics weren't up to standard, or it was generally not very pretty, but the story was amazing. People find that to hang on to, whereas if there's no story, but the gameplay, like the graphics and the mechanics are amazing, people neglect the fact that the story isn't that good. I think having a great story means it gives you more leeway. I mean, of course, make the game as pretty as you can, as good the mechanics are, but it really gives you a driving point if the story is the main focus.
I believe it was Marcus from Borderlands who actually once said, for a great story to exist, it simply needs to be told. And I agree.
Indeed.
It doesn't need to
Well, though,
be
is that
fantastically
true?
graphical.
Is that true, though, with Dark Souls' story? How it doesn't actually give you the story, you
It
have to like
still
figure it
tells
out on your
the
own.
story in
Yeah, but
its
the
own
story's still
special way.
debated. Like, people don't really know kind of... you understand where I'm coming from. Like,
Yeah.
Of course, there's like a story where you have to defeat Gwyn in the first game, which is Dark Souls, not Demon Souls. But there's no like direct story. There's no like... it's not given to you like in other games. Like in Skyrim, it's given to you every step of the way. Everything is explained. And you can find out more if you read more, you go through certain options. But in Dark Souls, it's not. But the story's still there, and people still love it.
I think it's safe to say don't worry about our story being hard to understand.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like Dark Souls level story. It's going to be given to you, and it's going to be great.
It's not going to be like
Trust
a puzzle. But,
I mean, there are still going to be puzzles. The puzzles are going to be great.
Naturally. I'm honestly really hyped for the game because the story is so good. It's so clever, and I think the names are memorable.
Chester is my favourite.
Chester. I think, yeah, sure. Chester's great.
Irene is a favourite of quite a few women as well that I've spoke to.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Chester.
Because
Everyone likes Chester.
Irene is quite a strong protagonist. Like sort of side
Strong
woman.
female lead. Not lead, but yeah.
Not lead.
And
She is a
having a strong
side
female
main.
character is always good.
I'm pretty sure we just answered like all of the questions for
No, don't worry. There's a lot. There is a lot to answer.
Should we move on to the next topic?
Yeah. The next topic we were going to talk about is the fact that the games are going to be very hard to do, seeing as how myself and Grant, the co-owner of Precipice, will be doing a full-time uni-level education. I do want to ask you guys for help. There is a GoFundMe link on the stream, and everyone who donates £5 will get the game free as long as they provide an email address where I can send the key to. And again, I'm going to ask for questions. Now, we already spoke about The Office.
Not properly.
Mm,
Oh wait, yeah, we did kind of
yeah.
actually.
You said frog. Okay, yeah. Okay. We got it.
Hey, I'm also doing A level in coding as well. So
I'll be doing college actually. I'll be going
you're going to Molten College, aren't you?
That's actually right near me as well, which is really
I am
lucky.
going to college. It's really useful, I think, because it's also because I'm doing just the one course at the moment, plus English and maths because of complications with previous school. I think it gives me more time than most for for kind of the bits. I'm trying to think the bits that kind of spill over, like you don't have enough time to do something. There's always someone with time, which is good because that means that something will always get done.
Oh crap! Yeah. Joe, keep talking. There's something I forgot to write down. Hold on.
Well, we have to start with the questions now. We have, I believe, 23. Now, basically, were aimed for Stephen, Grant, and myself, and another person who's currently not here. Grant's not here. The other person's not here.
I'll speak on behalf of Grant because I feel like I know the answer. I've had to get rid of the Amy question. There's only one, but I think we can talk about that game as well.
Yeah, sure. I have some screenshots as well, which if you want to watch it edited and stuff, go over to my channel. I'll link it over. But it'll have all the screenshots and stuff. The game, or one of the games that we're making anyway. It'll have some weaponry, level design, stuff like that.
The weaponry is pretty interesting to watch.
Most of it I made myself.
Is that the guns?
Yeah, the weaponry for the
they are very nice.
I'm actually a very newbie modeler, so like I can't like deal with like proper curves and stuff like that. But I've been learning like different techniques on how to do different things. For example, like make a hole in a mesh, bevel a mesh, make it as smooth as possible. But with the game design, that specific game, it actually helps me because I don't have to work my ass off too much because it's naturally like bulky and is it isometric?
The style's very accommodating to your work. So the work you already put into it and the style that you have due to you being fairly new. I think it's safe to say you're fairly new to modeling in general. You haven't been doing it for a very long time, but it's very accommodating because the game isn't made to be perfect graphics. It has very styled game graphics. I think is very accommodating to your style at modeling.
Absolutely.
I think I did pretty well considering I'm like very newbie.
Your guns are amazing.
It's very
honestly.
pretty still.
I feel like you could be really, really good at 3D modeling soon.
So if you guys also want to have a look for them yourself, who don't want to look over to the live stream, you could join the Discord and look under the game dev tech channel, and it has everything that I've currently modeled, and Saturn or Steve's grey boxing for the game, which might say are absolutely amazing.
I love grey boxing; it's really fun. I go over the top with it.
We can talk about that game like just before the end because, like, honestly, I'm so hyped for this game. It's unbelievable.
It should be great as long as everyone does their part.
But also, I have another dev who's working with me alongside of things to actually like help me learn the Unity side to actually putting the weapons inside of a game. I mean, I know Stephen could do it and help me with it, but I also am doing it for a mod pack game, so it's like a bit different. But I got most of them in the mod as well now. I just need to like put it actually in the Steam Workshop.
It's going great, honestly. Seeing all of the guns in game, they look fantastic.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Right, should we start the questions?
Definitely.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so do it by name.
First one is for me. Who are we and what do we do? I feel like we've sort of answered this quite a lot, but we're a game company. We make games. It's pretty much the short version.
I think the intro where you explain who we are individually, and then we went into that discussion about what's coming up, gave us quite a clear answer to that. But still good. Still good question.
Thank you for the questions, by the way, everyone on Discord. It really helped us out. And question 2, another one for me. A general price range and what platforms you're thinking of making the games available on. Well, this is a difficult question at the moment since we're only really currently making our first game. I'd say I want to make the first game $7.99 because if you donate £5, you'll get the game cheaper. If you think about it.
It's like an early access thing, you know. When most games go into early access,
you get a free Steam key.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not sure, but I think you also get a free beta test when the beta is out as well.
Beta tests are exclusive for the Discord server members now.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Just because I feel like that'll attract more members, as well as, you know, we'll give something to the people who've given us so much. Especially shout out to Phil, who's donated the most or will be donating the most. He'll be our first snow rank.
He's quite a prime member of the community. He's definitely unique, but he's always about, and he's always, you know, interacting, which is good. I think he's quite
he's a good member of the community.
A big name, you know, among the Discord.
He's also very good help, like identifying like issues and crap, and helping all that juicy stuff. All the feedback and all of that. And his reactions on the NSFW chat.
Hey, don't speak about the NSFW chat just yet.
Okay, third question.
Moving on.
And away we go.
Third question is for you, Harry.
The target audience, thank you for the question, but the target audience, this is very short, but I think we're aiming for mostly male. Moving on 16 adolescents and above.
Adolescent Battle Squad.
Shameless plug-in. But
shameless promotion of something that doesn't exist anymore.
It does exist. It's just under a different name.
Crystal Pepsi.
My Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, that'd be
Professional
delicious.
Steve.
Oh yeah. You want to buy some drugs professionally?
But yeah, we'll be doing target audience for mostly male 16. I think that will be the best, or like the style of game that we have.
Also, disclosure: I am not a drug lord. Just.
What? Okay, question 4 was for Stephen Grant, but Grant's not here, so Steve, take it away. I just get my mic.
The fourth question: how your game is different to others in the genre? Well, modern days RPGs in the same style don't really bring back too much of classic RPGs. They're trying to be innovative. I do appreciate that a lot, though. But I do want to strive to make our first game a lot like classic RPGs such as Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, etc. And bring back some of those classic elements, but modernize them into something new. And I think that's going to be really, really successful because a lot of people still like Final Fantasy, like the classic ones. I know a lot of people really do not like Final Fantasy 15. I do personally, but
You've just made enemies.
I know. I do like Final Fantasy 15. I think it's quite a big game, quite impressive. The story maybe doesn't hold up to the other ones though. But I also want to take inspiration from modern RPGs like Kingdom Hearts and Skyrim, and put some of those aspects in there because I think the developers of those games did a really, really good job on them. And it would be such a shame to not take inspiration from those games. In all honesty. I have shut off my phone. I need to turn it back on.
Impressive.
I'm not saying that I've got notes. I'm winging this completely.
Yeah.
We all are.
We just have the questions written down.
We had the questions written down, yeah.
In a document.
Question 5 is another one for Grant and me. And it's, what sorts of projects do we see ourselves doing in the future, and where do we want to take it? We want to make sequels for our first game. We also plan to make a point-and-click adventure set in London and moving around the world called The British Gentleman Tales from London. That is going to be headed by Grant, who isn't here. Yeah. We keep saying that, but he's fine. Don't worry. It's all written by him, the whole thing, the whole shebang, and I think it is also a fantastic, dark and gritty storyline. I think it's fantastic. Honestly, I've had a read through of the story, and I really, really like it. And it'll be what we start on after our first game. I'm quite hyped for it because I really feel like I know how to make a great point-and-click adventure, and this one will be a bigger game, actually, I think, in terms of the engine we use. But I do know how to script a point-and-click, which is fantastic. And that's because of Unity's tutorials and helping me out. If there are any game developers out there watching us, I feel like you should like people starting out, not big names, because you already know how to do it. But I feel a great place to start is by looking at Unity tutorials, because you get a really good what's the word? You just get a really good look at how to make games and something retrospective.
Good perspective.
A good retrospect on, is that the right word? Something like that. You just get a good outlook on how to make games. You get you get plenty of free assets to mess around with. So with Unreal, you don't get any assets free. Basically, you have to actually have assets pre-made, or you have to buy assets for a huge amount of money to be able to put them in your game. I mean, there are a couple of free assets out there for Unreal, like the Infinity Blade assets for the maps and weapons. I think that's it, though. I'm not sure if there's really much more you can do with Unreal, but you need to actually have a lot of assets to be able to use Unreal and practice on there. So I'd say Unity is the best place to start. And I've gone really off topic, haven't I?
Kind of.
Future projects, again, going back to that. We also want to make quite a few indie games. I know Grant has a huge passion for pixelated games and indie games, and I think that's one direction we're going to take our company in. But on my side, I also want to do more RPGs, so we're going to be quite split, and we're going to be quite diverse with our content, and every single thing we create is going to be top quality, no matter what it's going to be. We're going to put our hearts into it. We have such a huge passion for making these games, and we want to show that. And go ahead, Joey.
Something to bring up is also just because of the amount of story that has been put into a lot of it, and some of the artists and the artwork we have seen. There's also the possibility for small kind of comic strips and individual parts of story to be made as well. Similar to how there's those like small comics, the short comics of like Overwatch, where it's just a couple of pages of a little bit of story that gives you a background and stuff. I think with the artists we have and the story we have, that's quite a possibility to look into.
There is something there is something I planned to do a while ago, and it was a promotional manga just before the game releases. Whenever Erin gets all of the artwork out the way, which will be soon, because we're actually on the final parts now of the art, which is absolutely fantastic. She's done a great job. I feel like she honestly deserves something. She deserves something. I haven't been able to give her much because we're low on funds. But in the future, I do hope to repay her for all the work she has done and all the effort she has put into the game so far. Let me think. What
question were you on? Still on 5?
Yeah, still on 5.
You're not going to talk about the other one.
What, 6 or?
No, the other project. No, the
bartending one.
The bartending one.
Yeah, I forgot about that completely. Yeah, there's also another one we wanted to do. It was going to be a summer game, but nobody's really done anything for it. It was going to be... Harry was going to be involved in it.
Well, let's also actually say one of the main devs is currently living in the caravan, no Wi-Fi. So
yeah, it's kind of
probably
difficult.
the main reason why everything's gone a bit sour. But I'm definitely not stopping.
She is leading the project because it is her idea, and I think it's a great idea. What it was going to be was and we still want to make it. We still really want to make it. It's going to be a zombie bartending game. I actually do want to show some grey boxing for it. I'm not sure how much of it I still have. I'll look through my documents.
It's all in the game_dev.
Oh, of course it is. Oh no, it's still all here. Yeah, I'll just go into scene 4 real quick. I can add some images.
It's brilliant. I mean, we've got some weapons. Some of them, like the ones that I have over here, which he might put on. I'm not sure.
So, here we've got like a laptop. It's just a grey box. It's not super high quality. It looks a bit like Unturned. But it just basically outlines sort of where we want everything to be. I kind of went overboard with it. I really wanted to see how the game would look map-wise. We got...
Show that 50 cal, boy.
The 50 cal, yeah, I need to save that.
I personally think you should do the cult as well. I really like it.
We got the whole map here for the first
guns
floor.
Are all pretty well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. I really like the LMGs. Some of the bigger guns, the details on them are
game.
Pretty impressive.
I try with them, and with the I think it's mostly shown with the mostly the Barrett 50 cal. And,
the rifles have a lot.
And the I think it's L11A01. It isn't made with just one mesh. And it also it's made with loads of different ones, and there's loads of different some sort of curves to some, like for example with the scope on the Barrett 50 cal that I did, it's actually got some sort of like curvature to it. It has holes in it. I mean, this is an old picture, so if you look under the muzzle brake, there is actually a face, but that is fixed. It's got like 5 or 6 different meshes, and the magazine's actually got like a hole where you can clip it in, and like with the L11A01, it's got like, I think it's got like 5 or 6 different meshes. You got the mags, the bullets, which is actually made from one mesh, which is actually really hard to do. We had the
There
stock,
it is.
which was one. Then we had,
Yeah, there's the gun. There's the gun. It's lovely.
but we also have like quite a lot, and I have a lot more to do. Yeah, but I'm lazy at the moment. I just got back from finishing my exam.
What names will you be giving them?
The
Do you
guns.
know how
I don't
games,
know.
yeah, games give them, different names and.
The
Equalizer.
My
Yeah,
favourite scene, the distillery.
The distillery is amazing.
That is the one I put the most effort into, and I feel like I went kind of overboard seeing as how it was only a grey box, but this was all done with cylinders and cubes. That's it. No other shapes were used.
It was very good. I love it.
It's very pretty, even though there's no textures on it. Yeah, it's still, the detail is just small details, which I think people enjoy.
And going back to scene 1 again. What's the next question? Yeah, another one for me. A lot for me, seeing as I'm like the creative director.
Yeah.
Yeah. This question: how would we deal with beta testing phases? Basically, like I said earlier, the beta testing is exclusive for our Discord members. So if you want to beta test our games, I really suggest using the link in the podcast that we're doing now to join our Discord. That way you'll be able to get beta test codes if you ask for them, and you'll be able to play the game pretty much before anyone else. Just the beta though. You still have to donate if you want to get the game free upon release. Think of it as like a pre-order.
It is a bit like a pre-order.
But a really cheap one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not asking for much. It's not putting a lot of money into, say, like a big game when they get pre-orders, and it's a lot of money for a game you haven't played yet. Whereas this one, you've got quite a bit of knowledge on what you're getting before you pay.
Knowledge. There are also other ways you can donate, and there are other rewards you get for donating. For example, the £50 thing is what I think Phil's going to be at soon. It lets you basically be just less than an admin. You don't have permissions to kick or ban, but you still have pretty much all the other permissions, like joining the admin chat and doing all sorts of stuff in the radio station chat. We have
NSFW,
and you get access to the porn
not
channel.
safe for work channels and all of the non-kiddie donators and all that.
Very professional.
So if you're like 5 years old and you won't get it.
No, we won't allow you access.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That would be quite irresponsible.
Yeah, it would be. We are pretty responsible in that regard, to be honest. Anyway, the ways of donating: you can donate to our GoFundMe, you can donate to our Patreon, but I'm thinking about closing that soon because it's not getting any attention, and all of our money is really going towards the GoFundMe.
I think it's because it's a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you only get one shirt out of being, I think, the normal donator. If you get a shirt, you only get one shirt, but you're still paying I think it's like $10 or $15 a month, and
I'm thinking we're gonna shut that off, and we'll just open a store on the official website, which is also here on the stream. You can visit that. It's quite nice. It's got some music. It's got the main theme for the game.
Free your
mind. Knowledge.
Experience.
Tranquility.
Hell yes.
Very oval.
And as you can all see, we are very passionate about games, and I think that's really important when you're a game developer.
Yeah. I think that's
I mean, if you weren't passionate about a game, why would you make one?
Exactly.
You Duke Nukem forever.
I mean, there are some people who just do it for the money. They don't even like games. Like Sam Scott. You guys won't get that reference, but I'm targeting you, Sam Scott, Mr. Shorts-wearing, triggered person who got banned from our server. Or kicked, I can't remember.
Did he make
Duke
Nukem forever?
What? No, he just gets triggered. It's a meme. It's a good meme.
Meme. Just a quick meme.
I was talking about
Meme.
something and I can't remember what it was.
Moving on.
Yeah, just moving on.
Yeah.
Another one for me. There's a few of these.
Hey, I'll do the next two. I'll do 9 and 10. I know that yeah.
Wait, we're on 7. We're on 7.
You
Yes,
are.
me and Haz will do 10 together.
I think I can manage 10. 9. I mean.
Yeah, but you're doing all the questions.
I know, but no, you
I
do 9.
think-
You do 9.
I will do 9.
I think
it's not really a question. It's just a reminder, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. For me again, main ways of how we'll market our game to a wider audience. Right. This is quite a hard one to answer, seeing as how we haven't really put too much effort into advertising yet. Since the game's it's not really near completion, but it's getting there. I feel like a really good idea is to market the game to YouTubers, but I'm not sure how well that would work. I'm not sure if they would pay much attention to it, seeing as how there's not a lot of information out there at the moment on it. We'd need to advertise first to get their attention and make them want to, advertise. At
or
the moment-
everyone could just yell at them.
Yeah, I could do. Everyone who's
Really?
watching this, yell at like PewDiePie and get him to cover this.
Jack
Alright.
Spadice.
And Jack
Fire.
Spadice and Mark LaPlua.
Scarce.
And no,
Hey,
not
guys.
scarce. Not scarce, please.
Keemstar.
Anyone but scarce and Keemstar. Please,
Hey.
no.
Leafy,
Name Lord.
Leafy, hit me up, honey poo.
That's it. Keemstar's gonna get us onto his show now and call us all rapists.
Let's get right into the podcast.
Phew.
Professionalism.
Moving
anyway.
on.
This is one of these shows like roundabout skills.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try,
Do
but
it. Try.
Yeah. Do it.
just keep talking. Move on, and I'll do it.
Next question.
Another one for me. What we feel the game is missing in development and how we plan to tackle it. Right now, the only real thing we're missing is no. That's actually covered. I'm doing all of the engine stuff.
I was being sarcastic.
I know. I didn't know really.
Joe's got a good time.
I got very offended. Is he muted?
Yeah, he was. He's back now.
I'm back.
Oh, but I feel the biggest thing we're missing right now is pixelated tiles, and that's pretty much it. We might not even have to do that. We could get a digital artist for parallax mapping, which is you don't even need it. Won't even look like tiles. It will look like a smooth, rounded area. It will all be like customly drawn with like overlaying layers, overlaying characters. It'll be fantastic. Anyway, moving on. Next 2 questions are for you, Harry.
Okay, this is for Grant specifically. It's basically a shameless plug-in for him. On our Discord, there is a channel called Pluto Designs. It's a text channel, and basically Grant, he has a really weird skill, and he what he does is he makes pixel art, and what he does is he puts them into posters, and I'll show you them here. In the edited version, he's got a one full of what they called politicians and political leaders that are pretty unique, and he also has he's starting to do Marvel ones like a Tony Stark, and I think they're pretty good. But just in case you wanted to go on here, join the Discord, look in and contact him, and he charges the posters from £7.50 to £50. That's I believe like $10 to $60, but that's if you want like a poster like the size of your house.
A0.
They're absolutely huge. Yeah, A0.
Like billboard size.
They are very impressive.
They're really nice.
I really do
They
like
are
Grant's,
very unique. I
designs
haven't
are
seen
really nice.
stuff like that before.
And
I like the political leaders one. I'll put them
Yeah,
in the
I
I'll
prefer
put them in
the-
the stream.
I
do
prefer the
prefer
Tony
the Tony
Stark
Stark
questions. But also, moving on, because I'm the Discord manager.
Wait, not yet.
Oh wait, no, we're not
Not
moving on. No? Okay,
Not yet.
okay.
I'm putting the things in the stream, the images, because I just got them. There we go. It'll be in downloads. Or will it? Did I save them into my useless junk that's cluttering my desktop folder?
Useless
did.
junk. You just go over it.
Grant.
YouTube passwords. Shoot Nukem forever.
There's the
the
Tony Stark one, and now I've got to find the political leaders one. This one's going to be like a needle in a haystack. There it is. So yeah,
I really like
these
his
are
artwork.
designs.
He's doing a lot more as well. He's also created custom emojis for the Discord server.
Yeah, it's
Which is
it's
pretty
really
cool.
nice.
But now you've got them. You can either have them for, I believe, £7.50 and plus shipping, because if you're out of the EU, I think it's a lot, isn't it, for shipping?
Mm.
yeah, shipping does go up.
So contact Grant, and he'll happily sell them to you if you want them. Moving on to the next question, me and Joe will cover this in as much detail as we can. Basically, as a community event that we host on the Discord, we have game tournaments. Last time we had Shell Shock Live tournament,
Yeah,
and Mr. Galaxy won. And what these tournaments do is it brings us all in as a community on Discord, and we basically have a huge gaming sesh, and you basically can, if you win, you have a chance to win a game. And what we'll be doing next is Elder Scrolls Legends, which is basically the Skyrim Hearthstone. No, the Elder Scrolls Hearthstone. But Saturn plays it a lot, and he says it's really good, and it's really good, and it would suit well for a tournament. So we're going to do that, and you can also win up to, I think you can have a choice of 3 different games. I think one's low budget, one's medium budget, and one's a bit higher budget, I think they go up, and like maybe we can like spin a wheel or some shit and you get that game. But that is we'll be hosting them 21st and the 27th of August 2017. So if you want to hop on Discord, play it, it's free, right?
Yeah, it's free. It's on mobile and Steam.
So basically, you can download it for free, have fun,
tournament,
meet
there's a
people,
chance you get a game out of it,
and you get a game. I mean, what's like? There's nothing. Like, come on, join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord.
Yeah, everything happens on here.
I don't know what's going on in the stream right now, but I am drawing on Kim Jong Un and Trump using a whiteboard.
Oh yeah, this is some of Grant's artwork. This is very unique.
Does that
very
say Guan is bad?
It does say Guam is bad.
Banter, great.
Question.
Anyway, for some of the tournaments though, the plan is to go into kind of more online games. So if there's enough people, there's plan on Overwatch 1v1s, and if there's more, you can go into little teams of 3 and do 3v3s. And if there's enough people who really want to do this, we can do full-on 6v6 competitive tournament, which would be fun. And there's plans on Hearthstone, Civilization, and kind of, we don't just do the small kind of indie games, and we plan on doing them regularly. Which
Yeah, we can do like
everyone's looking
PlayerUnknown's
forward to.
Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
maybe.
that'd be
I think we'll be able to
good
do
one.
that. Hey, Unturned Arena. That's pretty good.
Alright, yeah.
I really
that
don't
was
know what's going on with this.
just
Pew pew.
Okay.
maybe
is that his other arm?
like maybe we could also do like
Professional.
rematches. Yeah, like maybe because we've already done Shell Shock Live. Maybe we can do another Shell Shock Live. Oh.
Yeah, that's about as much as you're gonna get.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
I haven't even got tabs open or anything. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's alright. We'll perfect it in the next one.
Alright.
Yeah, moving back to theme 1 anyway. Oh yeah, the questions of you did the tournament, right? I was too focused on drawing stuff. How long's Precipice been in business? Not long, honestly. Well,
Specific.
technically in business, not long, but it's been around for about 2 years. That's basically it. It's been around 2 years-ish. It started with me and a friend doing the comic idea, and then it just moved on from there. I spoke about it all earlier. What is the story of our company? We have done that question already, technically.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Why Precipice as a name? It sounds awesome. Alright, I love that word, and I feel it fits us because we're just on the edge of enjoyment. We're about to we're not quite there yet, but when our game comes out, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be in the center of enjoyment. We're gonna jump off that cliff-looking logo into enjoyment.
Into a sharp pool of enjoyment.
Yes, it won't hurt because it will be enjoyable.
Our broken bodies in enjoyment.
Our broken bodies flailing around in enjoyment and not pain. Yes. This got dark. Okay, next question. For all of us, what... Oh, no, that's the one after. What is the story of the logo design? Well, I needed a logo, and I asked Erin, the artist, for a few designs, I believe. And this one stood out the most to me. I really wanted a logo that emphasized the word precipice as like the edge of something, and also something that emphasized the fact that we do RPGs mainly. So we have this cliff with a face in it. It sort of looks like a boss, and it looks really, really cool, and it really stood out to me, and this is the logo I chose.
It's very interesting.
And then I just digitally remade it, and now it's here. And that's the story of the logo. It's not too in depth, but that is the logo we went for, and that is the logo we love. We haven't actually got an official letter logo like Precipice anything. We've just got that image. We've got this Precipice podcast logo up here, but
which I had no idea you made, but it looks nice.
Podcast. Yeah, it does. I did post the layout on Discord though.
Don't forget, I only just come back from vacation. So.
That is true.
Okay, and also just for the next question, is this just like for like the company related things, or is it for the thing that I'm doing as well?
For everything we're doing.
Okay.
So for all of us, what are the current projects?
Okay, so I'll start mine because mine's very simple. No, you start.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want me to start?
Is it really simple, Harry?
Yours is better. Mine's only the servers.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, the current projects we're working on, one recently had a name reveal as well as a teaser trailer. And you guys know what it is. It's Tenebrand Awakening. And now you know how to pronounce it. It's not Teen Brand. It's Tenebrand.
Teeny Brande.
Teeny Brande. Teeny
You've got
Brande
to say
Awakenengi.
the teaser trailer was very, very well done.
It took me a few
I
days to do.
was pretty impressed.
It was all done in After Effects from scratch using just the shape tools, as well as scripting to animate it and randomly generate other shapes. So I feel like it. Well, I really want to talk about the teaser trailer, just real quick, because I feel like it shows the fact that we put time and effort into our things. It shows that we can script. Our games aren't going to be god-awful as well. We put scripting into our videos. At the moment, I am living, breathing, eating, and number 2 in relation to scripting, and it's difficult as all hell, but it's so fun, and I really, really enjoy it. Again, if anyone out there starting out as a developer, start with Unity, honestly. And if you get good and you feel like you want to help us with projects, I will be happy to have you, honestly, as long as you're good enough. Because quality is a thing we strive for. And I hope that is evident with the 2 videos we already have on the YouTube channel. Go ahead, Harry, with your thing.
Okay, so mainly to like drag in and like harpoon other like people to join our community, I decided to create a network of unturned servers where all of the weapons from the games will actually be in as a mod pack. And basically there's loads of servers from Arena to Roleplay server. We're going to have it, and hopefully that'll bring in people for the Discord and for the company, so we get some recognition. Yeah, and that's basically it. It's I'm hoping to have 6 or 7 servers up and running at the same time. Hopefully I can reckon over like 500 members.
That is a good goal. I would love that.
Yeah.
And if you want to join any of those servers, I suggest joining the Discord again, because all the links will be posted on there. A goal we're going for is we want to reach out to other gaming communities, have them spread the word about the game. I've done that in the Kingdom Hearts community, because, you know, that's where I found Erin. And honestly, we've had some really, really good feedback on our thread that I posted. A lot of really good stuff. A lot of people are quite excited for the game. I haven't posted there in a while, and if any of you were watching this video by chance, I'm sorry for not posting, but the game is still going well. It's still all fine. Another project we're working on at the moment is the zombie bartending game. We're struggling a little bit with it because the project leader, Amy, is currently living in a caravan, was it?
Yeah.
She has no Wi-Fi, she can't direct us well, and everyone else is just sort of waiting on little pieces to be done. I've done all of my stuff. I've done all of my stuff with the grey boxing. It's just up to everyone else now. As well as Amy to come back and, you know, direct. Also, thank you, Joe, for highlighting the questions we're doing. It's really open.
You're welcome.
Oh, is it?
What? No,
No, it is Joe. It is Joe. He's highlighting because it's his purple cursor.
Oh,
I'll just kill myself. It's all right, Harry.
Oh, I thought you meant like putting like done next to them. Yeah.
What is the first game releasing? Is our next question. This question confused me because I didn't really know what it meant at first, but now I think I know what it means, and it's asking what our first game is bringing to gaming. Sound about right?
I
think
think
first game
what it
releasing.
means is
Maybe.
yeah, because it was really strangely worded. It was worded, "What is the first game releasing?"
Yeah.
And get it either means what is the first game, kind of what's coming with the first game, like the style and stuff, like what it imitates, like classic RPGs, or it means which one is going to be released first.
Yeah. The first game we are
Just answer
releasing
both.
is TBA, Tenebrand Awakening. And it's bringing back classic RPG elements to modern gaming, is the best way I could describe that in a short sentence. I did talk about it earlier. I did say all of the stuff we wanted to strive for when making this game. I'm really putting in a ton of effort on this. And so is Erin. Erin is doing so much artwork. I'm gonna jump onto scene 4 again, where this crudely drawn
We have
stuff on Grant's artwork is.
we have someone in the live chat.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Yo.
Ask him for questions.
It's Holly.
Ah. Hey!
Hey, you seemed like the
What is up?
No, I'm not depressed. I'm very happy she's here.
God damn, it's Holly.
No.
I'm joking.
I'm very happy Holly's here.
Hey, Holly.
It's always nice to have
Suck up.
waifu watch my videos.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Original Skittles.
I'm just gonna post. I'm gonna post this artwork because this is an amazing piece drawn by Erin. You remember what it is, Harry, right? The Council of Gods.
Oh yeah.
Just all in
Ooh,
one.
Yes.
Alright, these guys will be acting as sort of the antagonists for a large portion of the game. From the left, I'll put the whiteboard back on actually, because that's a pretty useful thing. I'm gonna have the colour. No, the colour's fine.
Purple.
The colour's fine.
Purple's the best colour.
Fine. I'll go purple. Fine.
As you know, everything on my
Right.
computer is purple.
So here is Elisis. She is the leader of the council.
Why does it say right click to view instructions?
Oh, that's gone now. I don't know. That just comes up every time you open the whiteboard.
Is
So-
the stream buggy for you?
For me,
Nope.
or for Harry?
It's I refresh.
So right
Doesn't
for
seem
me.
to be working. Just hoping the stream hasn't gone down.
I hope not.
No, it's right to me.
Ah, yeah. Now I see. Ah, yes.
You're
So
you're
quickly.
welcome, Bay. She said thanks for replying. I didn't even know she was there.
That was
'Cause I
me.
wasn't. Huh?
That was me.
What was you?
I was like, oh, and shut up. Keep
4
going.
people watching.
I didn't know she was there because I'm not looking at the chat. So over here on the right hand side, that is Eve, and she is second in command. And over here we have Maury, very mysterious character. He is third in command. Where is he? There. And here we have the fourth in command. This is all subject to change, by the way. The positions haven't really been fully decided apart from the top 3. Minx, though, is the bottom. And I'll get to her in a bit. Then we have... No, you're not next. Screw you. Then we have these two fellows, who are 5th and 6th. This is Lysianthus and Datura. Then we have Feldrick, Adira, Minx over here, and of course this fellow, Minerva. So there we have it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 members. I didn't even need to count. I do know we have 10 members. So there's all of the 10 members of the council, and I feel like any fans of Kingdom Hearts will actually definitely know that this takes slight inspiration from Kingdom Hearts 2's Organization 13. slightly.
Didn't you say there's?
Do you like organisation?
Wait, didn't where's the leader then? Isn't
On the
there
left.
going to be 11? You said that was second in command.
No, I said she was the leader.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the one on the right is the this one over here is the second in command, the one that's getting her.
Oh, maybe because it's lagging.
Maybe.
Like maybe because of the not lag, the transition between life.
So there we
and
have a piece of artwork from Erin, and I just want to show you guys a bit that I've passed around quite a lot. This is like an area from the original beta test of the game, which hasn't been released yet. I feel like a lot more work needs to be put into the game before I actually release a beta. So there is Sunset Village. It's scary, okay? It's very spooky.
It is spooky.
When you know the story of it, it's a spooky place. Anyway, back to scene 1. When is the first game going to be released? When's
the first game going to be released?
It's going to be leased whenever. No, it's going to be released. Now, think about the name of Tenebrand Awakening. It's TBA, just like the release date. Okay, next question. Move on. Yeah, it's the release date is TBA, to be announced. And it will be available on PC, on Steam. I also want to bring it to mobile if possible. Future platforms will include the Nintendo Switch, if successful, and hopefully someday PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I do not want to make it exclusive to any singular platform, because that is not a nice thing to do, because I want everyone to be able to play this game, no matter who they are, as long as they are of age.
Wow, not safe for work channel.
Yeah, no, as long as they're 16, and I'm just saying that to please the parents watching. No,
Joe, I just saw the Discord.
what?
Ignore it. This is about the artwork.
Nah, it's the staff chat.
Staff chat. What's
Nah,
wrong with her foot? It's a guy. And there is nothing wrong with his foot.
It's backwards.
Yes.
Next question.
Next question.
Did you never? Moving on.
Moving on. What style of games are we creating?
We already answered that.
Yeah, we have already answered that. RPGs and indie games, mainly.
Are your games in English?
Point and click.
Are they in English only?
For the moment, yes, but if we can get someone to translate them, then
at some point. I think the best ones would be German and Spanish to start with, and
French too.
Probably Russian.
Yeah,
French.
I'm learning Spanish. I can manage.
Yeah, no thanks.
Japanese would also be a good language to do, obviously.
Korean.
Since it does take inspiration from JRPGs, I do want to localize it for Japan.
Yes.
That'd be an
we can
audience
visit the
that
Red
would
Light
like
District.
the game.
Oh, Amsterdam's a nice place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on that question for everyone. Can anyone interested in your company join Discord? Yes. Okay.
Wow,
I've been
that was
waiting to do
enthusiastic.
Hey, just a secret, not a secret, just what's the word? A promise from me to you. If you join the Discord, I'll take care of you. That sounded like a bit of a rapey comment.
That was very creepy.
I will make sure. I'll make sure that everything's good, up and running. Make sure shut up, man. Make sure everything's good. And the last question we have is for me and Stephen. Moving up Discord. Right.
You're supposed to move on. That was creepy.
Join our Discord.
Last question.
Why planets?
Okay, so honestly, I'm going to tell the truth right now. I love space, and basically, when we first when we first set up the Discord, I was just like, I really like the word Ceres. Ceres is a bottom left. You can see it. It's the it's an asteroid, pretty much.
Saturn and Grant is Pluto. For anyone confused about
it's quite a dwarf planet, but it's a moon, pretty much. But
the moon that doesn't orbit the moon.
He's very strict about it.
Planets.
I just thought maybe what if we have something unique to ourselves and name each other after planets? I mean, I've never ever seen you walk into a game company and go, "Howdy doodly Pluto." Never ever. So I decided
because no one loves Pluto.
I decided
Pluto was a respected dwarf planet.
I decided to use these, and then recently Steve implemented the symbols to the planet.
Actual symbols.
And basically, in our names, there's the planet symbols. So, for example, we have Pluto, Neptune. Oh, yeah, Neptune is
Ceres, Jupiter.
Neptune is a planet.
Saturn. It was just confused me because it's a trident, and Neptune is not.
It's the Maserati logo.
So, like, we've got all these little symbols. I just thought,
there you go. I put it on the server. I took a screenshot.
Why not planets? And it's unique. I think it's brought a decent name to everyone here. Yeah, that's me. The dodgy ass symbol. I look like question markies.
Question mark.
When you don't know,
it looks like an ear.
You don't know what to add together.
It looks like an ear and a question mark at the same time. So it's like it's asking ears.
Ears.
These ears.
Okay.
And that is all the questions.
So now it's time for a quick recap, I think.
Ask each other questions. Do we have any questions we wanted to ask each other? Anything we want to clear up?
Are you homosexual?
No.
I love that video.
This is how you eat a Big Mac.
This is how you eat a Big Mac. Fuck's sake, Carl. Come on, son. Come on. Damn.
Oh, we forgot to prompt for questions every 4 or 5 questions or so, but that's okay because no one is watching except for
no one loves us enough.
And now a part to the recap. Today
so we have no questions.
No, I don't think so. Hold on.
Hey,
no. Holly said planets for the win.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we done today? We described who we are, what the podcast's about. We told you our story. We prompt for questions shit tons of times. We gave you as much things about us that you don't know. We spoke about our education level we're at currently. We prompted for questions once more. We spoke about the office that we're hoping to have by the end of the year. Cough, cough, Grant!
The rage in that.
We spoke how hard it is to work on all this with our full-time education, so we prompted for donations. And then we prompted for questions once again. We answered a lot of questions from you guys. We asked if you're homosexual. And that's pretty much it, what we talk about in this podcast. I'm confused about the next one.
We did say, like, at the start we were going to talk about, like, the zombie bar game at some point in the stream.
Okay.
We didn't have room for it anywhere else.
So basically, you go because it's not mine.
It's not mine either, but Amy, who is Neptune on the server, she couldn't be here today either to talk about it. We pretty much knew that. We had plenty of notice, so we were able to remove the image on that grants on this. Anyway.
About the images, why do you three have pictures of your planets and I've just got a picture of a cloud?
No, that is Jupiter. That's what Jupiter looks like if you're on Jupiter. I did say this before the stream, and you were like, "Yeah, sure, do it." And then I did. Now you're complaining.
It's because it's a cloud.
It's not a cloud. It's Jupiter.
Yo,
a bunch of clouds.
My mum's a cloud.
Oh, Jupiter.
I was so unloved. Look at that. You've got your rings, and he's got his cold planet, and you're a rock. I'm a cloud.
That's good.
I got my rings and he's a cold planet and you're a rock. Oh, this is gonna be a server meme now. We're using that. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just a cloud. Alright.
It's not just any. It's a rock.
It's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
It's not just a vape, it's a cloud.
That's a nice boulder. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll. That's a nice.
Anyway, going back to the. Oh wait, this is my aesthetic. Oh, it's gone. Okay, back to the. Back to the zombie bar game. It's basically a game we wanted to do as a summer project with everyone in my college course. Well, almost everyone. It looks like it's going to be great as long as everyone does their part, which is the problem at the moment, unfortunately. Nobody can because we have no direction at all from Amy, unfortunately, because she's unable to come online. But we will be continuing with that in the future, and if we have to, we will sort of wing it a little bit, probably. May ask Amy if I can sort of side produce it, because I pretty much know where it needs to go, I think. It's been a bit confusing along the way because of the small amount of direction, but it is just a fun side project that we're doing. It's not really one. It's not going to be one of our main games. It's going to be like a test for all of us, just a bit of fun as well. I think that pretty much covers it.
That covers everything.
And Joe's going to say something.
What I was going to say is a lot of the focus is on TBA. Is on TBA.
Yeah,
so
all of the focus.
Fair enough that it's going to take more
moment.
time for the bartender game. So
and the second game we're going to do
about.
is going to be British Gentleman Tales from London.
Dark and gritty, I think a lot of people are into at the moment because everyone seems to be very emo.
Especially nothing.
Yeah, I don't...
No, it's all good.
Moving on from that.
And that pretty much concludes the live stream. Thanks to everyone who's going to be watching this in the future. Thanks to my fiance for tuning in. You're awesome. And I love you.
Oh, also thank you to my shitty PC who broke the recording halfway through.
What?
Yeah, it didn't record like halfway through.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Harry's actually going to be
someone.
What?
I'm gonna lynch Harry.
Yeah.
And his PC.
Harry's actually going to be editing this video to put it on his own channel. I'll post a link to his channel in the description as well.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Oh wait, no, never mind. I was going to say how am I going to do it if it's poured, but I'll just take. Basically, my recording didn't work. It went halfway through, so I'm just have to like download your one.
You could just use some random gameplay footage. You could just record a game for like an hour or so. To be honest, oh my god, this stream has gone on for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of hours, isn't it?
An hour and a half.
2 hours? Oh, yeah.
No, exactly an hour and a half almost.
Should we see if my Spanish speakers work?
Sure.
Good game live stream.
But
Thanks,
I do want to thank everyone who's going to be watching this in the future. Try to contact us, ask us more questions in the future, and we'll include them in the next one. We included every single question that the Discord members asked us. So, we will be answering everything, because I think we believe that everyone's questions are important. Literally everything. As long as it's not a stupid question, obviously.
Yeah, like what's your foot size? That wouldn't have been answered. Well, actually, I would have answered that. I would have been fine, but...
But thanks a ton, mainly to Phoenix and Samantha Nater.
Bill.
For a
lot of
majority
thanks to Phil.
of the questions. A huge thanks to Phil for all the donations. A huge thanks to my fiance for donations. And thanks to everyone else who has donated.
Yeah, Clinton, French fries, and Deebs.
Yep, I think that's everyone.
Phil and Holly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the donators.
Yep.
So
Big shout out to all of you.
Yeah, we love you.
And thank you for supporting us. It really does help.
Mainly love Phil, but
Phil's doing great with donations at the moment.
Yeah.
And I believe that is everything. So we will see you in the next episode if we decide to do one. Stay tuned for more news and information on our YouTube channel, more music as well. And look out because I will be doing another trailer soon in the coming months.
Which is very exciting.
Ka-chow.
Looking forward to it.